the importance of knowing our friends. Do we really know the people we surround ourselves with? Kasi ang dami natin tinatawag na kaibigan. Kasi nga, growing up, di tayo naturuan na meron pala acquaintance, workmate, colleague, and kung ano-ano pang labels. Minsan, kakakilala lang natin, sinasabi natin, oh, ang dami ko naging friends in Paris, in Spain. Pero in reality, those people are not our friends. Nakilala lang natin sila. This is one of the skills I'm so proud of that I keep on improving and developing kasi hindi lahat na tao kaibigan ko eh. So there are some questions that I ask myself whenever I want to call someone my friend. First one is, paano ba na-influence ng taong to ang decisions ko, habits ko, and yung outlook ko in life? So, mababaw na example lang. Yung mga tao madalas walang knowledge sa fitness, hindi conscious masyado sa healthy living, parang hindi ko sila natatawag na friends kasi walang alignment. And that is okay. Hindi ibig sabihin nun mataas tingin ko sa sarili ko or mababa yung tingin ko sa kanila. No, it's just, as we get old, it's an important skill na alam natin sino yung nakaka-align natin. Doon pumapasok, parang yung mga friends ko, ngayon magma-marathon kami sa January in Cebu, talagang uuwi ako from Spain para gawin yun kasi sila yung close friendships ko. So, yung mga friends ko na talagang lilipad ako, isang tawag lang nila, Angeli, may problema kami. Sila ang core ng friendships ko. Sila yung masasabi ko na ride or die. Next, ano naman is, yung mga tao na kilala ko lang sa work, yung mga masaya kasama, di ba? Pwede mong makasama mag-inuman, mag-dinner, mag-fun, but not necessarily you talk to them about your life, traumas mo, ano ginawa ng mga kasalanan ng mama mo, ng daddy mo, or paano ka lumaki. So, iba-ibang categories yan. Siguro isa pang category is, yung mga tao na kilala ko sa mga travel ko. Hindi ko rin masasabi na friends ko sila kasi nakasama ko sila saglit lang eh. Let's say for 2 weeks, for 1 week. Isa pang way ko na masasabi ko friend ko yung someone is kapag in-invite ko sila mag-travel with me. So yung mga decisions, habits, and yung outlook in life, very important yan for me. If yung mga sinasabi nila hindi naman nagmamatter or yung mga sinasabi nila parang wala akong pakialam, I don't necessarily consider them my friends. Isa pang skill na masishare ko is I've been friends with this person for the last, I think, 18 years. Pero recently, nag-decide ako, iligwak ko na siya. Ayoko na siya maging friend. Why? Kasi yung outlook niya in life, sobrang iba sa akin. Nag-travel kami and na-realize ko, etong taong to, parang sobrang layo na namin sa isa. This person used to be my super, super close friend. Pero ngayon parang sobrang magkaiba na kami. Hindi ako mean, hindi ko naman siya dinirespect. It's just yung mga opinions ng taong to about life ko, decisions ko. Parang hindi na nagmamatch. Yung mga opinions niya, sobrang parang nakaka-offend, ganon. So I decided to leave the friendship quietly. Do I feel guilty about it? No. Kasi alam ko, parehas kami, na-realize na namin na both of us, we understood na time na mag-fall out yung relationship namin. So yung iba tinatanong, Angeli, kailangan ba mag-confront ng tao bago mo sila i-unfriend? I think depende. Pero for me, hindi na kailangan kasi life will play its role eh. Hindi naman natin kailangan harapin lahat na tao. Doon papasok yung we need to know ano yung battles na pipiliin natin kasi hindi naman tayo pwede sumabak sa lahat, di ba? Meron tayong sariling buhay, meron tayong trabaho, meron tayong sariling challenges. Hindi pwede lahat na bagay kino-confront natin. I think it's also a good skill in friendships na matutunan natin sino yung confront natin, sino yung hindi. But recently, ako, hindi na, nag-ano na lang ako, nag-step backwards na lang ako na parang, wag na lang. Siguro kasi may excuse na rin naman ako na I live in Spain, I don't have time anymore. But for the friends na nagma-matter talaga sa akin, it doesn't matter. Kung nasaan ako, pupuntahan ko kayo, I'll be there sa birthday ng mga anak nyo. And in return, kasi gusto ko ganun din sila sa akin. Supportahan din nila yung journey ko na I'm still unmarried, I still don't have a child. Kasi pag hindi nila sinusuportahan yung life ko, parang for what, di ba? Parang hindi siya win-win. So next question naman I ask myself is, surface level friendship ba ito or meaningful connection? Kapag surface level, siguro yun yung parang nakaka-dinner mo lang. Minsan napapansin nyo yun, kahit kasama nyo sila, parang walang laman yung pinag-uusapan. Ako, yung first rule ko dyan is, kapag yung tao, puro other people yung pinag-uusapan, puro chismis, artista, ganto, ganyan, parang, what am I getting out of this? 'Di ba? Parang hindi siya engganyo, parang nawawalan ka ng gana dun sa moment na yon. Meanwhile, yung meaningful connections naman, yun yung nakakapag-travel tayo with our friends or yung natatawagan natin kapag may problema tayo. I have these types of friendships. Unfortunately, they're not in Spain. Lahat kami mataas pangarap namin sa buhay. Nasa Australia sila, nasa US sila. But we always make sure nakikita kami even once a year. There was a time pa nga hi Charles, yung friend ko sa Sydney, pinupuntahan ko 4 times a year. O, diba? Napagkamala na nga siyang jowa ko kasi bakit daw ako lagi nasa Sydney. Tapos sabi ko, ay, wag kayong mag-alala, parehas kami lalaki ang gusto namin. Hindi namin tayo pang isa't isa. So these types of friendships, isa pa napansin ko pattern ko is, very malapit ako sa mga male friendships. Isa pang topic to, the platonic relationships. Just because you're friends with the opposite sex, hindi ibig sabihin may pagnanasa ka. Or if you think that way, maybe the problem or the challenge is within you. Kasi I really have a lot of friendships with men, platonic. Like, they've helped me grow. And sa journey ko nga, parang sa kanila ko nakuha yung pinaka-biggest support na they never judged me. Siguro kasi magkaiba kami ng laban sa buhay. Parang I feel more comfortable sa mga friends ko na gays. Parang they're so supportive. Minsan, pag women yung mga friendships ko, parang nape-pressure ako kasi tinatanong nila ako ng mga questions na di ko naiintindihan na parang bakit ko tinatanong? Though not every friendship naman na babae ganun sa akin. So yung iba lang. So pag ganun yung nafe-feel ko, ayoko na. Parang sobrang layo na namin. Parang yung mga friends ko from college na mga babae, di ko na nakakausap kasi I really felt yung judgment nila na I chose a different path for myself. Probably ngayon, 34 na ako, kinu-question nila among themselves, di ba? Pag nag-uusap-usap sila, siguro may mali kay Anjali, di ba siya nag-asawa? Siguro dapat juicy niya. Yung mga ganong comments, I just cannot tolerate kasi I don't believe na in relationships, parang dapat nagto-tolerate ka. Relationships should make you happy. Diba? Life itself is already hard. So parang, if ilalaban pa natin yung friendships, Diyos ko, parang for what, diba? That's why for me, pag yung friendships, hindi ako masaya, parang I'd rather leave quietly without making any drama, without any noise. Next question naman siguro is, if these people are cheering up, diba? Pag successful ako, sa growth ko, or they are holding me back. So it's a recent friendship na in-unfriend ko na, yung person, hindi ko na feel that this person was cheering up for me. Hindi ko na feel na masaya siya for me. Hindi ko na feel na sinusuportahan niya ako. Ang na-feel ko sa kanya was sadness. I was just sad. I was just questioning his intentions for me na magkasama kami for 2 weeks. Kasi parang lahat na gawin ko mali. Lahat na gawin ko parang may masama akong intention. Parang, is there anything ba na kailangan ko pang patunayan sa antagal ng friendship natin? So, this person was holding me back. I never talked to this person again. It's been like almost 6 months na. Kasi parang, I was just unhappy. And this person questioned my therapy sessions, me not having a partner. Parang ako, I never questioned you for your life choices. I never tried to hold you back. I've always supported you. Sana, ganun din kayo sa akin. Just because I had different life decisions, it doesn't mean na dapat di ako sinusuportahan ng friends ko. For me, very important yung support ng yung closest circle ko. Kasi if sa kanila na hindi nanggagaling, paano pa ako susuportahan ng ibang tao, right? So maybe next naman is yung signs that you really know your friends. Ganito natin malalaman. First is you understand their values and what they stand for. Madami na pumapasok dyan yung life views nila, probably political views nila. Sa akin, medyo hindi nagmamatter yun. I can be friends with someone kahit nagdi-disagree tayo sa religion, sa politics, but for other people kasi big deal yun eh. For some tao na nakilala ko, deal breaker nila yun sa relationships na dapat parehas kayo na political views, parehas kayo ng religious views. For me, medyo hindi na siya nagmamatter kasi siguro after traveling to so many places, living abroad, nagets ko na, we're all different. Hindi ko mapipilit yung views ko sa isang tao. I really put value sa pagiging different. Different si person A from person B, and hindi ko mapipilit yung pananaw ko sa buhay sa taong to. So for me, yung sign na yun is super, super important. Pag nagkatugma tayo doon na pwede tayo maging friends kahit magkaiba tayo ng paniniwala, that's a green flag for me. Second naman is you've seen them in both good times and struggles. Na-experience nyo na ba yun minsan kapag good times, ang dali pakisamahan? no isang tao. Tapos pag may problema na, parang ibang version na yung pinapakita nila. Lahat naman tayo siguro ganon. But as we get old and wiser, feel ko this is something parang ayaw na natin ng gantong drama. There are people sa journey ko na nakilala ko na pag may nangyayari sa kanila, parang dinadrag ka din sa drama nila. Parang, life is already hard. I don't want to be part of this. I can support you, but I don't want to play any role in this situation. So, pag yung mga friends ko, hindi naiintindihan yung ganon, instantly, parang sabi ko, teka, lalayo muna ako kasi di ko kaya makisama. So, some people, they can take it parang personally, na parang, oh, hindi mo ko tinulungan no, nagkaganto ako. For me, red flag is yung, kunyari, inaanak mo yung anak nila, parang ikukonsensya ka nila na kakabili mo lang ng phone, kaka-travel mo lang, baka pwede mo kami tulungan sa tuition fee ng anak namin. So for me, red flags yun. I don't support those things kasi parang feeling ko, it's not my fault that I am still single or I am making a little bit more. So parang kanya-kanya tayo ng problema. And isa pa siguro hindi ko sinusuportahan is yung dito maraming nag-fall out na friendships ko. Kunyari, younger sila sa akin. Yung ako lagi pinapabayad. Parang just because 30 plus na ako and may work ako and everything, parang hindi ko siya responsibilidad. Ito din yung like ko sinasabi sa mga tao na if you are friends with someone, kasi ikaw yung nagbabayad lagi, they are not your friends, di ba? Dapat split or kunyari birthday ko, sige libre ko. Pero yung all the time, sa'yo inaasa yung bill just because you make more money tapos may konsensya. I don't think those people are our friends. Next naman siguro is parang you respect each other's boundaries and differences. So for an instance, I now live in Spain. Ang dami kong kaibigan dati na nag-vanish na lang sila sa buhay ko. But I respect them kasi nga kinasal na sila, may anak na sila, hindi na nila priority mag-travel, iba na ang priorities nila sa buhay. Meanwhile, ako, nandun pa rin ako sa era na yon, 'di ba? Business pa din yung priority ko, sarili ko, travels ko, health ko. So, iba-iba na. So when these things happen, let it flow. Let it fall. And that's okay because there's so many people in the world na pwede natin maging kaibigan. There's still so much in this world na makikita pa natin, marami pa tayong makikilala. So when one friendship nagfo-fall out, huwag kayong masyado parang manakal ng situation na yun and ng sarili nyo na parang wala na kayong magiging friends. Every season ng life, magkakaroon tayo ng new friends, new opportunities, new friendships, new connections. Sometimes, the best thing to do is nothing. You just flow with life. Ako personally, ang atake ko dyan is, para ako nagsusurf. Surf ka lang. Kung ano yung wave na dumating, minsan babagsak ka, minsan ang ganda ng flow mo, but life works that way. So pag sinasabi sa akin ng mga tao, hindi nila alam ano yung ginagawa ng friends nila, hindi nila alam saan involved yung mga friends nila, I think that's pure BS. Because we need to know our friends. Kasi magiging katulad nila tayo eh. Totoo yun. If you are judging someone, look at the group of friends that they have. And I am so proud na yung mga friendships ko, konting-konti lang, they are reliable. I know them. They know me. They support me. And I've supported them sa kung ano man journey ang pinili nila. Iba-iba kasi kami. Yung ibang friends ko, LGBTQ sila. Yung ibang friends ko naman, straight men. Yung ibang friends ko, straight women. Yung ibang friends ko, ayaw ng anak. But I support all of them and ganun din sila sa akin. And the moment na I feel like they don't support me anymore, game over. That's all, guys. Please follow our social media accounts on TikTok, Life in Progress Pod, and on IG, it's Life in Progress PH. Adios. Bye.